Deborah, hi. Rena. I always keep my eyes and ears. That's sweet, Marina. Thank you. Um, and Nicholson, thank you. Stevie, Matt. Yeah, um, I don't know about you guys, but I'm an old fart and I just love working all day. And I just enjoy all this. And so I never know, but I hate schedules. It's sort of like, like another marriage if I had to be doing something. I remember when I wrote a column for Good Housekeeping, and it was a week, a monthly. And oh, I hated that. I couldn't wait to get rid of it. Irina, I always admire your outfits and spirit and courage, but exhausted with all my. I don't know where that is, Irina. I think you're not on the chat list. You're doing that somewhere else, maybe. But I'm afraid if I go and try to answer you somewhere else in Mighty Network, that I'll screw it up. And that's, I think, part of the problem of being old. Or I'm a computer geek back in the 70s. I mean, I got an MBA in computers and had a software company back in the 70s, but that was certainly a lot different than now. But it's still, things become so complicated, and they're done by younger people. So it's logical to somebody, but sometimes not for me. So I got to make sure I understand it. And actually, I don't know if you noticed, but our Facebook thing is getting so many people that sneak in and say they're me, or even get your instant messenger and send you messages in my name. And it happens a lot on YouTube too, that people say, oh, you could get him over here, and nonsense. I'm never going to do anything like that. And by the way, they're selling you something. And once you're a member, I'm not going to sell you anything more. This is it. So there's no more. You get all you could eat, for the, $19.95 or whatever the heck it is. And so anybody's going to say they're going to do something for you and get you money. First of all, nobody can promise you money. Nobody can promise you a grant, except the people giving out the money. And that's what I try to do when I answer questions, is show you the source to contact, not some person even like me, because I just know it's a legitimate program. I don't know if they'll give you money or not. They're supposed to, but a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to. And they have criteria that may or not fit you. In other words, if somebody was looking, I had a job opening, and it sounds like maybe for you, but there's no guarantee that you're going to get the job, right? So it's the same thing with money. Same thing with everything. Getting a date, right? Same thing with getting a date. I can't guarantee that they want to go out with you or you want to go out with them, right? But I know they're looking for dating, and that's sort of what I see that we do, and what I'm really trying to get across to people is that get on the phone as much as you can. It's too complicated out there for me, really, to try to distill the 45 years or whatever it is. I just realized it's 48 years I've been doing this. To distill that in a few sentences so you understand, and we will never be on the same wavelength. I could never get inside your mind to see what you expect or anything, because I've been studying this for so long, and we're certainly at different places. It's sort of like playing tennis, I mean, and that's what I like about this. I'm able to understand a little better what your position is and what your expectations are. I've been beaten up by this system for 40, 50 years. And so I know what to expect. You don't. And I still am surprised every day of my life. And that's what keeps it exciting to me, is that is I don't know what's happened. There's new things happening all the time. Yeah. And it's so wonderful. I just ran into a nonprofit organization that will take you, and if you don't have a job, they'll train you for like 12 weeks and no degree or anything, no background, no experience, and get you a job paying starting at $35,000 after 12 weeks of free training and help and mentoring and all this kind of stuff. I mean, the help is out there. That's what frustrates me. I know so many people are struggling with paying bills and just living in this society now. I mean, half the country is not struggling, but half is. And we've been concentrating on the bigger half, and I don't know why we pay attention to those suckers at all. We got too many people in this country that are struggling, that need help. But I guess they vote more, and they have money to influence, and but there's still so many programs the average person has no idea. I mean, it surprises me every day. Or even a customer service job, to be an IT. I mean, so in 12 weeks, you could be an IT expert, right? And can't even spell computers. That's what's neat. Or even a customer service expert. I mean, we need help so much in this country. Employers need it. See, this is why the government is doing all this training and help to get you a better job, because employers are looking for employees. I mean, there's like 2 jobs available. Oh, Irina, you did get it here. Irina Darkowski. Is that Polish? I'm Polish, so you look like a soulmate. Irina, I'm actually Slovak, but I think there's a town in Poland called Leszko. Those boundaries changed all the time and stuff like that. So that was always interesting. So I grew up in neighborhoods, a lot of us Polacks there. Grandparents came over to work in coal mines. It's the same immigrant experience now. I'm helping some families from China, that are here and trying to do Russian. What's the last name for my ex-husband, who is Jewish? Half the neighbors where I lived were Jewish, where I grew up. Everybody's grandparents came over on the boat. I didn't know people. I remember one of my wives was from the South, and they had no idea when their family came here. And it's fun. It's a fun country, and we still do that. Maybe not. Happy Saturday, Matthew. Did you walk around the National Mall? I did. Cherry blossom. Oh yeah, I did. Yesterday I did a video too, sitting in the middle of the cherry blossom, and it's actually right by the General Services Administration, the GSA. They have a little park there. Beautiful trees. They're just starting to blossom out now, and it's wonderful to see. But this country is, God, I mean, I thought everybody was an immigrant in this country. Now that we're so much against it, and it seems like we're biting our nose or whatever. I mean, people, if there's 2 jobs for every available for everybody looking for a job, man, we need people, right? And that's what's happening in China now. They cut down their growth rate, so they don't have people. So they can't create economics. And it's a complicated system, and you can change it by being involved in politics and stuff like that, and they're honorable professions. To me, I'm just trying to show people the tools and the resources that are already there. You don't even have to use them. But believe you me, every fat cat in this country knows about every single program that they're eligible for. And they're using the hell out of it. This is Tamara. I go by Tammy. I'm very lost and don't even know where. Tamara, I don't know if you hear me. Something's popping up on my screen, and I think it's because I'm on Let's Go Help too that I see the messages maybe that people have for me or something, and I'm confused if they're really part of chats or they're not. Gene H, go great. So, Irina, where are you from? Where are you living? I need to get on the same train as those fat cats, finding helpful resources, living expenses. You're right, Alma, because that's what inspires me more than anything. When I first started this, I was helping millionaires become billionaires, and I saw all this stuff there, and I didn't know anything about this stuff. See, that's why doing something is how you learn something. You can't sit in a classroom and learn how to swim. You got to get your ass in the water and just start swimming. That's why if you want to do something in life, don't worry about thinking through how to do it or whatever. So say, fuck it, I'm going to do it, and go find a customer and knock on doors, whatever it takes. Set up a stand up. You down in the mall, these little kids who come and sell water. So they have a little pull cart. And just like my immigrant parents or grandparents came out, that's what they did. They have a pull cart and they sell things, right? And that's what these kids are doing down there. They go to Walmart or something, get water for $50 or 50 cents, and they sell it for $4. Man, that's a hell of a markup. But they have no overhead, just a red wagon. Yeah, I'm from New Hampshire. Sherry, nice. Arena. Oh, you're in Santa Monica. Oh, that sounds nice. It sort of looks almost like Santa Monica here today because of the sunshine, but it's cold and windy and chilly. And Santa Monica is a fun place. Boy, it's like a little Disneyland, isn't it? And that pier there, I don't know how much is going on. I haven't been out in Santa Monica in a long time, maybe 10 years or more. And the pier out there is fun to walk. Hello from Washington State. Ooh, how are things out there? Washington State has a lot of interesting programs. I mean, that's one of the first places I saw that you could get a crowdfunding source, down payment money, to buy housing in the state of emergency of homeless. Irina, you are? Okay. Now, Irina, go here. I mean, I may be able to get it. I'm not sure. But HUD.gov and then put homeless. California. Okay, at HUD.gov, go there. That's where I would get the latest sources that help people with homeless. I mean, we're going to keep pouring a lot more money into that nowadays. So you got to find the agencies that are involved in trying to solve that problem. See, that's how you solve a problem. You don't go out and look for a homeless grant because you're not even sure what they're called. I wouldn't know what they're called. Just got my list 3 days ago. I've nearly made a dent in reading it. Yeah, it is. But more than reading, call people. City of Santa Monica declared state of emergency, and I am not homeless, living in low-income apartments since 1998. Well, I guess I don't know if you want to upgrade now, Irina, or what. Another thing to do is don't forget all the help. I think some of the best help we have now in this country is at your Career One Stop. Let me write that in here. Stop.org. Go to that website, careeronestop.org, put in your zip code, no matter who you are, whatever, and make an appointment to see a counselor there, because they have all kinds of programs now that are going there because we have to have people to work. We have too many jobs that are looking for people to work. And they also eliminate barriers for you to work. So if you don't have a car, you don't have a babysitter, you don't have this or the skill level or something, they have wraparound services and free services to help you improve your life there. I think probably better than any other government agency right now. It involves work, either full-time, part-time, or whatever. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Yes, you are kind of looking for a job because my disability is temporary, not permanent. Your disability. Okay, we'll go there because they have special jobs and training and everything for people with disabilities. And so it doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. They're still there. So if you could get training and transportation money and and extra money to live on while you're taking the training or whatever. I mean, you have every place is different. So you have to see what's there. And that's important. And if that doesn't work, and don't forget, you could get an asshole counselor. So you call back and ask for another one and try it again. Or see another way to do it besides the government, which is the Career One Stop. if you would find help.org and look for people with disabilities and job training or job, whatever, jobs, there are probably a half a dozen agencies, nonprofit organizations that will help you for free to do that. See, and they're the people you really want to get. You want to find people who are working on your problem. And that's what the government does, and nonprofits or whatever. They're trying to solve problems in our society. So somebody says, oh, I see there's a lot of people with disabilities, can't get jobs. So they say, I should start a nonprofit to help them. They go out and get money from nonprofit organizations or for government programs, and they help people. Now, see, why they're better than you or me in deciding what's good for you is because they spent a lot of time looking at problems with people like you, and also what services are available for people like you, because they deal with it every day. You and I just, okay, we're going to do this. We don't know. It's sort of like it. The difference between you and me, I've been studying this for 40 years. And so I'm going to pull things out of my left ear that I didn't even know I knew. When you say into the love your hard work, keep it. Thank you, Joseph. Well, it's not work, man. This gives me more life than anything in my life. To tell you the truth. I mean, to feel that you're of value to somebody, I think is the most important thing in life. If you don't feel a value, you can't. Your love doesn't help somebody else, or your skills don't help somebody else, then what the fuck are we doing here? And that's why I really think that, God, there's you got to give until you die, and there's nothing better to do. And I'm so grateful that that this thing is able to support me while I'm doing it. I mean, that's, I think, the real care. You got something you really like to do, like if you love to play baseball and all of a sudden somebody was going to give you money to play baseball. Wow. Bye for now, Sherry. Okay. And that's it. So that's what I'm trying to do, even with my work, is trying to show you how sources that are out there to help you do closer to what you really want to do in life, so you can give more in life. Because if you're giving more, then you feel better, right? Because people need that. Need what you have, but people don't know you have it. You don't know how to give it. And, that's sort of like a thing we have to figure out in life. We're all artists, and are we're making our own life paint portrait or whatever, and we're the only ones who could design it, because we're all unique and special in certain different ways than anybody else. Somebody tells you what to do, 9 times out of 10 it won't work. That's okay, but you try it and see it, and you learn more about yourself and what people need. The hardest thing is that you have something, you have a talent, and how can you package it for other people to take advantage of what you have? That's the hardest part. I mean, after I said, Alma, there you go. I'm supposed to start a new remote job in 2 weeks. I need the income. Thursday, I was told need testing for potential life-threatening health issue. Wow. Any ideas on where to find out and survive while I'm focusing on health testing? So you got to get income while you're doing that remote job. Well, it depends. I mean, if you go to, I think it's find how to get other income till you get that job. And I think it's indeed.com, and see, if you can make up a couple. I mean, a lot of things that are now in that gig economy. Hey, we need somebody tomorrow night to cater a party, to serve hors d'oeuvres. You want to make $150? Things like that. And it's now we have a list here. I got a whole bunch of things. Maybe I could start getting the list out here. On the gig. I mean, that's what my son uses that because he's a techie and just needs fast money, and he'll go deliver meals for a couple hours and get enough to solve the immediate cash problem. Let's see, because the government stuff will take time. And that's understandable. Best research. Okay. I'm kind of, okay. Okay. Here. Oh, gigs indeed. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me get that over here. I've been wearing out my personal reports. Okay, the thing you should be wearing out is your phone. You find something that's a possibility, you contact them because a couple things will happen. Yeah. They'll say, what the fuck you calling me for? I can't do any of that. Okay, so then you hang up and call somebody else. Or, hey, yeah, you're right. We do have that. Let's make an appointment, see how we can get you this stuff. And or if you get any of those, they say, well, then if you're not the place for this, where else? See, because they know more than just what's they're used to because they're in the business and they know doing that too. Great, Alma. That's nice. And that's it's all it's so much in us, you know. It is that it's like computers, garbage in, garbage out, and to me, it's energy in, energy out. I mean, coming back to you. If you're not putting energy into it, then you don't get energy back. It doesn't come to you by accident. It comes to you by you creating energy. And I know we all want to get up there and hit the ball and hit a home run, but that ain't going to happen. Word on pipe from grants to rebound my business after downturn spiral from COVID. I've exhausted PPP loans. Okay. There's programs set up just to help you. Okay. And I'll give you the list. They're called community navigators. Okay. Here's the link. You call them up and make an appointment to see how they could help you. See, now some of them give out grants themselves, but most of them don't. But they help you find help. They help you find the money. They help you find the contracts. They help you find that stuff. That's what we need more than anything, because there's too much one person to do everything. But see, if this person knows about everything, it's sort of like asking me. I could point you to the things, but if you go to Google and I want a grant for my business, you literally get 500 million websites, and it's overwhelming, and then you can't do anything with that. Sure, there's a few in there, but you're not going to live long enough to find them. So I can find you the places, to start looking for that. Now, that's what we need. That's what we need for everything. You want to get somebody to get an overview. I mean, we have a misconception of what we need because we don't know the alternatives. We don't know our options. So you have to go out there and look for options, and the more options you find, the more likely you'll wind up with something that will help you. Dwayne, where do I apply from Gov't? Okay. Did I send that, Dwayne, or not? I thought I sent it. What happened to that? Can you send links? No, not by email, because I don't like, the reason I don't like using email, here are the links below there, Dwayne, because see, for us to survive on $20, what I'm planning on is that other people learn from your question. So if I answer your question and you give the question in private and answer the question in private, then that's just helping you, and that's not a sustainable business at $20. I used to do that, but I charged $2,000. and the people who could afford $2,000, I didn't want to help them. They didn't need it. If you could afford $2,000, you don't need help. I like helping people need it, man. I want to feel wanted, And that's the important thing in life, is to feel wanted. Because if nobody needs my stuff, these programs, I mean, to me, what frustrates me, I know there's so many people that need financial help, really needed basic survival almost, and I feel, God, I know so much about this stuff. I feel I could help them better. than making a rich kid richer. That doesn't sound like fun to me. Maybe at one time, because I was just trying to learn how to feed myself. And you go where the money is. Rich people have money. So you go there and get money from them and do what they're too lazy to do. Okay. And that wasn't, helping Procter and Gamble start a new line of business. And, and nobody's happy working at Procter and Gamble. And if I curse, they kick me out. I can't even be me. So I can't be me. They're not fun to work with. And they're already rich. Nah, that's not somebody you want to hang around with. That doesn't sound like a good life to me, at least for me. For other people, we're all struggling trying to get through life. Nobody really has the answer. So more power to you. And that's why, to me, love is not telling people what to do. It is helping people do whatever they want to do. So that's why I don't want to ever, let's say, I love that you said find the agencies and nonprofit, especially in some of your programs, such. I go, yeah, see, they spend a lot of time. We're just one person trying to solve that problem. And these people have a think tank of people on how to solve that problem. Wish I could get with you a one-on-one. Is that somebody's messaging me, I think, on Let's Go Help too. If they just click this on, they'd see me one-on-one. And that's it. Thank you. My first chat, and I'm already satisfied with my year mark. Wow, Dwayne, wonderful. And to me, what I see is the future of this. First of all, I just thought, I got something to do while I'm still alive and kicking and can contribute. And that's my first rule in life is, hey, I want to be here and contributing as much as I can. How do I make the VA to really help me give grants? Well, you got to find out where the grants are. They want to give them to you if they have them, if you can find them. It's not them giving it to you. It's you finding where they are. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a link here. Where is it? Yeah, and that's they're not. They don't know what they have. See, it's just too big for anybody. Even the people giving out the money. That's why if somebody says no, you go somewhere else. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That's the wrong one. Let me get the other one. Hold on a minute. I'm working there. Okay, copy link, linky dinky do, copy link. This link's for you. Valerie, is that a new haircut I see? Okay, in there, look at number 17, okay? Item number 17. That's what's called a county Veteran Service Office. That's what it's called. The County Veteran Service Office. They're in every county. They're there just to help veterans with veteran programs. Now, see, the problem is you probably have a lot of other potential programs that are not veterans oriented. I used to give, during the Iraq War, I was giving seminars at the VA hospital here about programs because, 90% of the programs you're eligible for are not in the Veterans Administration programs. And that's all they talk about. See, the veterans talk about veterans program, but that's good to start with. So you go to the County Veteran Service Office and item number 17 in the Meta Grants report. You call them up and you tell you need help, okay? And that's the important thing, is you getting help so they understand what your problem is better. Tomorrow, okay. I think you said, and start there, okay? And that's the best place. And if they don't help you, then if with a veterans program, then you call your elected official because they help you too. They're the people who can get on the phone and make government offices work for you better. And you could find your elected official was commoncause.org. Do there and put in your zip code, and you'll have 20, 30 elected officials. Start, because it's a veterans and a federal, so that means you want to start your federal. You have 2 US senators and a congressperson. So you call the 3 of them, tell them you're stuck with this. Is it too late to get money to attend college? Hell no. I live in Virginia and would like to take courses to become a substance abuse counselor. I am a new member and I'm totally overwhelmed. Okay, here's what I would do tomorrow. There's so much money for job training now. No one can really keep up with it. The people who know best are the people at your local careeronestoporg. Go to that website, careeronestoporg, put in your zip code, okay, and make an appointment to talk to a counselor, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to talk to a counselor because they're always getting new programs. I mean, I see so much money now that there's more money now, I think, for job training and get better jobs than anything I've seen, even in the pandemic. It's more money than, the stimulus packages, and the Biden's money programs for the last couple of years, that's all they're about. And they're finally getting there. They haven't spent it yet. They appropriated from Congress. So you hear them yelling and screaming, this is good, this is bad, or whatever. And it's just starting to get to the local level to help people like you. Okay. So also there's 2 ways for the job training. One is your careeronestoporg and your local community college. So remember that they also get this job training money, whether it's to be a truck driver or to be a therapist or whatever. And they have certificate programs, things that don't require learning English and math and all that kind of stuff too, real skills. So those are the 2 best places to start. And then the next thing for training is then go to find help. But again, for both of those things, you want to call and make an appointment with a counselor. It's too hard. I mean, I study this thing all the time, every day, and I don't understand what the hell is there. You miss too much by not talking to people. You miss opportunities. You miss, and the people don't help you well enough until they see you, until they hear you as a human being. We want to help human beings. It's no fun helping a widget or artificial intelligence. And my wife calls it artificial intimacy, AI, right? and then they could help you. They could help. It's sort of like here. I could dig down more when I hear your problem, and I have a image in my mind anyway of what you are. It's better than doing online. But online is for $20. That's what we're going to have to do for a while. But truthfully, it's everyone sends me online. I have an image in my head of somebody that I could maybe help, and I may know something in my mind or that I've come into of doing this in 40 or 50 years that may be able to help somebody's life just a little and change it in a little direction, that may be worthwhile. Then I don't think any of us have anything better to do in life than that. Well, first, unless you need to take care of yourself first. That's it. Whatever that takes for you to be self-sufficient is your first job. And then, whatever you have is to help somebody else. Lucia, hello, Matthew. I just want to let you know the SBDC email to get a grant in. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. I got these pop-ups here, and I don't know if they're chatting with me. I guess they're not chatting with me in the video stream. It must be outside of the stream. They're chatting with me, and so I don't know how to answer them. Let me go on the other thing. And maybe if I could pull this up on the other machine. Whoops. Oh, by the way, we have 3 grants now that we give out, okay? We're giving out 3 grants. Let me put the links to those. We have the April 4th grant, we have an April 20th grant, and we have an April 30th grant. So every month we'll be giving out those 3 grants on the 4th, the 20th, and the 30th, okay? Oh, by the way, thank you so much for selecting me as one of your March participation. Oh, great, Alma. Oh, so you're going to leave us now that you got all the money? What I see in the group now is that the members are becoming more important than we are. And because they're so nice to other members and encourage them and share what they know and things like that. And I think that's the long-term, I think that's a long-term, I don't know what the word is, but that makes us sustainable. It's not a sustainable, thing, I think, in life if it's just me. And what I see is that people are learning how to do it. And when they get it, then they share it with other people, so they know how they did it. And so it seems to be more effective for people to learn from somebody like themselves how to do it than me, who's been doing it for 50 years or whatever, and I wear crazy suits. So how could you possibly relate to this? Let me see if I see these chats. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, I see that. I am not. See if you can. Wow, she says, hey, Matthew, I just want to let you know the SBDC email to get a grant in Fort Lauderdale. They told me that, and when somebody says that, okay, so she said, that she, I guess, emailed the SBDC about a grant for business, and they came back and said, oh, it's only for nonprofit organizations. I guess that's right for them and for some grant they know about. But there are tens of thousands of grants. So, and they can't know everything. I get access to that Google Doc that may be saying which is number 17. Yeah, that's here. Meta grants report. Okay, where we go. Go and up to. Here we go, just for you. Jean H. Where are you from, Jane? Where? I get access to the Google Doc. Yeah, number 17 in that. And that's for veterans. And by the way, a nonprofit for veterans. It sounds really neat. I mean, they're giving like tens of millions of dollars to veterans for things. I am lying. Oh, you are? Okay. Oh, I see. Tens of millions of dollars to veterans that the government doesn't pay for. I mean, like repairing your cars and emergency rent money and things like that. That it's just, so if you're interested in your event, look in the last 2 or 3 videos I did on YouTube, and they should be on everything on YouTube I put on here too. And here you're training us to be experts in helping each other and raising the tide. Yes, I mean, if you learn this system, then you could other people. My big nonprofit goal is to share what I'm learning through my struggles with others. Yes, Salma, definitely. That's the way to do it. It's just, and even do it, even if you don't know now, because what I find, I mean, the way I learned this, I didn't know anything. And I told company, hey, I'll get you free information on anything. What do you want? They give me something. I didn't know where to go, but that's how I learned. And by just, wanting to get paid, I learned how to do it because they wouldn't pay me unless I got it. So I learned how to do it. Yes, this one is this information, the Google Doc that also in Mighty Net. Well, it's for anybody, Jane. I mean, the one I just gave you, the Meta Grants report. Yeah, it's for both. See, to me, oh, Tammy, here she is. See, this is the star member. Why is she crying? Is that laughing and crying, or is that is that crying sad? I can't. See, I mean, she's just terrific. Crying, laughing, good. Yeah, I don't know these emojis that much. She just keeps giving and giving. Man, she's probably gotten close to $200,000 now. And she shows you pictures how she did it. She shows you, wow, she shows you your checkbook. I mean, she's just a wonderful woman, and helps everybody and encourages everybody. And that's why, boy, you guys can be all self-sufficient. We don't need anybody running it, because the asylum members will be running the place. That's what I'm a minority combat vet. I started just a market vet. I need financial help. Well, okay. You see this, Terry? You start here and go to number 17 there and make an appointment with your local county veteran service office in number 17. See, Tammy says she has having so much fun. It is fun to help people. Okay, Terry, yes. Okay, you'll see that there's a major link on number 17 that will direct you to the local office. Now, okay, now maybe you got a shitty local office. That doesn't mean there's nothing for you. No, just like the woman at the SBDC. She said, well, it only goes on for, well, that's just there. Yeah. Oh, we don't date football players. That's just her. Not every woman doesn't date football players. Yeah. And he's telling you the raw truth. Man, at my age, I have nothing. I love your spirit, Tammy. Yeah, Tammy's just terrific. Thanks for all. Yeah, so Madeline, see, that's why Madeline doesn't need me. So I'm going to die eventually, I guess. We all do. And I always thought the government should be doing what I'm doing. Okay, and so that's why a couple of years ago, when I first started this, that I just, what was I saying? Man, this brain's getting like Swiss cheese. Maybe I shouldn't cut my hair so long. Maybe the brain stuff has fallen out because there's not enough hair to keep it in. But it is, the government we should be teaching this stuff in school. We teach about the three branches of government, but we don't teach a third of all money comes from the government. A third of everything in our country is government. So if you want to do something, man, people should learn how to use the government. Nobody teaches you that. And that's why I signed up for the service. So thank you, but God bless you all the time. Thank you, Mario. And that's why somebody just say that God to bless me, like God bless me before the work. And wow, what could be better in life? I just can't imagine. But now I see for a long time, okay, because I see that this has some traction. That when I started, I was just thinking of, maybe a way to keep myself entertained and helping people until I can't help anybody anymore. And it's becoming a life of its own, and mostly because of members. It's members. It's you guys that are creating this more than I ever expected. And really by helping other people, helping other members, man, I can't believe it, man. I wish I could just fly to everybody's house and help everybody individually. Can't, or whatever. Have you heard of any new programs that will help people to develop ecological housing? I have lots of ideas. Yes, we're going to spend so much money in sustainable living, and we have to, because there's two problems we have: sustainability and housing. So it is a given. Now you have to get involved. I mean, there's no one way to do that. What to do is, what I would do is join something. Here's join. Go to this website, meetup.com. You have to start learning what's there now. You don't say, oh, there's not going to be a magic bullet, because you're guessing on what it is, what the government says they'll fund, and shit, nobody knows what that is. So you have to go out and play in there and see what's going on and how you could use it and whatever. So that's going to take some time. Is there a good site to find foreclosures and banks own? Yeah, there's people that charge you money to do that. I'm sure. But what I would do first is oh, actually, no. I'd go to Meetup. And look for housing investors, foreclosure, things like that, and sustainable housing is, you'll see housing. So these are the people that look for programs, housing programs. So there'll be people like you, not government officials, that are trying to use the program. So here's a way to learn for free. And like Trump had a seminar he was charging $10,000, $30,000 to learn about government programs. Oh, that was sinful. You can do that for free. Yeah, we're just crazy society. Hi, I just signed up. Thank you, Arlington. Yeah. So attend, join 3 of them, and go to the meetings, or a lot of them are just Zoom meetings. You don't have to go anywhere and do these. How can you report a company who received $30 million of grant to help rural areas get internet? They got the money, but they haven't put anything into, call your congressman. Yeah, because you want that, right? And that's how you got to kick them down the road. Common cost. So that's a government. Oh, no, not. Okay. Titania. Okay, go to that website and put in your zip code. And because I know it has to be federal money somehow. So call them, tell them about the situation, and ask them where to get help to get this thing done. Because you're right. I have a boy who lives out in the middle of nowhere like that. And they really need that out there, because you can't do stuff. I mean, that one that's sort of yucky, but wow. Yeah, you're just out of the loop if you don't have that. Me. Is there any programs that I can help seniors who need help with home care assistance? I'm trying to get my father out of a nursing home because I prefer him to be at home. Yes, Mimi. Now, Mimi, remember, you're not going to make one phone call and solve the problem. I'm going to give you some places to go, and some here, start here. And these change all the time. Remember, programs change every day. So if someone says there's no such program, okay, they don't know of a program. That's all. That doesn't mean there's no such program. Okay. So don't, I mean, they're doing their best, I'm sure, but you can't believe that. Okay, now that 800 number is the Area Office on Aging. Okay, Saturday is the AP. Yeah, what's HPAC? I thought it was, what's the HPAP, Wanda? But is that emergency housing program? Yeah, actually, it depends on where. And I just found out here. Let me give you a program to find out about the federal program. Okay, here's a listing to find all the state sources for the federal programs for rent and mortgage. Okay, this is a national website. You could go there, look at Texas, and for rent, they have a thing for rent and also for mortgages. So you look and call office in Texas that is listed there for the rent or mortgage. But that doesn't mean if they say no, that's all there is. Then you have to go to findhelp.org and start finding other programs. See, that's just one program. There'll be a half a dozen programs for rental assistance, at least, maybe 30, depending on the state. So you just checked one. That's what you have to keep remembering, and people don't know because they haven't done it as long as I am. Yeah. And I see that. Just following your lead, friend. Hi, Tammy. Good. No, definitely. Pamela, they're going to be homeowners replace roofing. Yes. Look in item number 13 in the medical report. Where is it? You know what, guys, I can't get over that. I'm going to be 80 in a few weeks or months or something in May, and I can't believe I can still do this. Amazing. Thank you, man. That was certainly with Carla with the information. Great. Carla, you start with this healthcare provider. Also, they will give a lot of different programs for caregiving. Yes. Okay, now here's for caregivers. I got a report. Yeah, there's a lot of new programs for caregivers, so make sure you keep talking. You know, if somebody says no, there's no help, that's okay. Say thank you very much and ask them if there's someone else they think that may have help. And if they say no, you keep going anyway. You know, that's what it's all about. That's how problems are solved in the country. Problems aren't solved by you trying something, somebody says you can't do it, and then they say, and then you believe them and don't do it. You know, no, life works the other way around. You got 10 people to say you can't do it and still find it. Man, I mean, I remember when I started my business first time 30, 40 years ago, whenever the hell it was. Yeah, what I'm going to get is I'm going to get information for free and sell it for as much as I can. Yeah, that sounded like it's almost your birth. Yes, pretty soon. Wow. Thank you. They inquire with information. Okay, great. Okay. I say next. What do I say next? What's next? What's next for you, Tammy? What are you waiting for money from? For Tammy always has irons in the fire somewhere. She's waiting. She got lots of pots on the stove, on her Grant stove. Everything's simmering, you know, waiting to be cooking, right, Tammy? Is that how you do this? I mean, she always said, "Oh, I have this perking. You know, maybe this will happen. Maybe that won't. Whatever." You know, and but remember, it doesn't happen by looking pretty good for someone. Almost, yeah, I can't believe it. Wish you many birthdays to come. Yeah, that's a great visual of Tammy. Right? Always, see, she always has a bunch of pots percolating on the stove. so be like Tammy. And that's what it is, because you rely on some things that we don't know this system well enough to believe all this stuff, that there is a possibility. It's more than one stuff. If someone says no, it's not. And if you never did it before or anything, somebody who you think knows everything says something that I wing it. Yeah. Says something that there's nothing available. So you believe it because they know a hell lot more than you. Yeah, but that's not much. Yeah, well, we know, and what they know, maybe just 1 degree more. Yeah. I still have a small pallet business. I need repairs for my truck and some tools. Okay, here's what I do. See, the government now has given, in addition to giving grants for people with small businesses, they give grants for experts to help you find money for your business, okay? And here is, they're called community navigators, okay? SBA, yeah. And they sit down. And what I would do really is call at least 3 of them and make appointments with at least 3 of them to see if they could help you, okay? They're all free, and they help businesses survive and get money and help they need to survive. That's their job, okay? So their job is to do what you're trying to do. Oh, shit. But they know a hell of a lot more of what's available. So that's where to go. That's where to start. You starting to find grants or whatever, oh, that's such a complicated system. And you're going to go around in circles for, 6 months before you start saying, oh, I see what I should have said 6 months ago. And you pissed away 6 months. and that's it. Need repairs for my truck. Oh, yes, we have repairs for automobiles. We're sending money. And we also have, look at item number 10 in the Meta Grants report. Okay, for car repairs and truck repairs and how to get them repaired for free for you and me. Free for you and me. Okay, there it is. And okay, now I'm going to send you after that. Okay, this is a mega grant, and you want to see item ITEM number 10 for car repair. Okay, there's only 2 E's and C, right? They changed that, I see. Yeah. Okay, and you want to see our grant we give out, $5,000 every month for car and truck repair. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Tammy. See, Tammy's with it. Okay. That's with it. Yeah. So don't forget to apply to all 3 of those. And don't forget, when people say no, that doesn't mean no. It's not like sexual harassment. When somebody says no, that means no. When somebody says no grants, that doesn't mean no. We're getting too sensitive about sexual harassment. Well, I got to go to Facebook and start answering the posts there that people have. I answer most of the posts on Facebook personally, because I want to see people's questions, because then I know what to work on and find answers for. Because if you have a question for that, you're not the only one. Other people have it too. And so that's what I'm trying to do, I keep, alive and up to date on what people need, so I can keep helping people, because we're only here to help each other. I think, after we help ourselves, first we have to help ourselves first, so that we can help other people. Okay, and that's what you want to do. You want to get yourself straight and help, and so we'll help you with that too. Okay, and that teach you how to help other people. Look at Tammy helping other people all day long. Just wonderful, man. Proof that happiness is helping others keeps you young. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Someone sent me a message saying that she can connect me to a grant writer. That's bullshit, Wanda. And that's all. You don't need a grant writer. You need somebody. That's not me. That's not us. We'd never do that. I don't know how they do that, how they find you. Irina, out in California there, and it's a nice city. Yeah, I should travel a lot and stay there a lot too. It's nice, and sort of miss the traveling. Haiti Brown is a member. Good. No, that's me. Okay, guys, I gotta go. to Facebook and answer those questions for people. So they have it. I like doing this, and sometimes I just like doing it all because of the feedback you give me. If you didn't say it was worthwhile, then I'd have to find something else to do. But because you say it's of value, that makes me feel terrific. So I thank you. I thank you very much. This is beyond my imagination how well this is doing. And that's why people like Tammy could keep this going after me. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. I will. I'll be doing this tomorrow and the next day. I don't know the difference. I love every one of them. And you're special in my life, guys. So thank you so much for being here. Take care to everybody. Oh, no, that's not me. Wanda, forget anybody said they're writing grants, screw them. Okay? Not literally, but you know what I mean. Okay. Now, how do we close this? What did you do? Oh, end, END. Wanda, help me, Wanda.